lunch.
Here's your menu in the Wayne County School System for Wednesday, August 9th. Elementary and middle school breakfast, grits, toast, scrambled eggs, and Little Smokies. Elementary and middle school lunch, chicken sandwich. High school, spaghetti and meat sauce, fried chicken, sub sandwich, or the pizza line every day. Lunch menu brought to you by First Franklin Financial in the shopping center between Walmart and Goodwill.
I got a hunch we save too much.
Sears Farm in Jessup is looking for drivers with a CDL license. They need drivers now. Sears Farm is hiring chip truck drivers, dump truck drivers, and hopper bottom drivers. So if you have a CDL license, apply now at Sears Farm in Jessup. They are located at 570 North 3rd Street in Jessup in the old Wayne Line location. For more information, call Mike Law of Sears Farm at 912-202-6442. That's 912-202-6442.
What do you do when you have around 400 new Ford trucks in stock and more on the way? What do? You
roll up your sleeves and sell them suckers.
You heard Woody. Our sleeves are rolled up, and the Ford trucks are rolling out. Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, Ford Super Duties, F2, 3, 4, and 550s, all on sale at $8,000 off MSRP. That's a super deal on a Super Duty.
Ain't nothing to it but to pick you one out and do it. Drop 8 on it and roll out in your new Super Duty. We didn't forget F-150s either, best-selling truck on the planet for 40 straight years. We're dealing select new F-150s up to 10,000 off sticker. Better get to Baxley where the dealing's being done.
All Ford Super Duties, 8,000 off. Select F-150s, 10,000 off. WoodyFolsomFord.com online. And Woody Folsom Ford, 341 West, Baxley, Georgia, in person. Summer 6 supply. See dealer for details.
We make it easy to own Ford.
Shop and save with these August specials at Harris Ace Hardware. A Stanley 10-piece ratcheting screwdriver, normal price $13.99, now only $2.99 with Ace Reward card. Buy 2 20-pound bags of premium birdseed and get one free. And Spectracide ready-to-spray bug stop on sale at just $4.99. Stock up today on Ace brand air filters. Right now, buy 2, get one free. Plus, go to Ace Hardware for any construction project. From a doghouse to your dream house. Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street in Jessup.
This is Charles Huffman at Jessup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jessup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans from the nation's top manufacturers like Clayton, Fleetwood, Scott Built, and Homes of Merit. All of our homes feature modern kitchens and appliances, R60 and higher insulation values, thermopane windows, and energy-efficient heat pumps. We have 2 locations to serve you, 2452 Savannah Highway in Jessup and Highway 301 South between I-16 and the bypass in Statesboro. Come see Charles, Faye, or Sherida today.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look latest in local news. In the news, 1st District Congressman Buddy Carter traveling around the district, holding a series of town hall meetings. His first stop occurred Tuesday morning at the Polytech building at Coastal Pines Technical College. Good crowd on hand. Carter spoke briefly, stating that people were not in attendance to hear what he had to say, but he was on hand to hear what they had to say. Answered questions about health care, veterans benefits, problems still with the VA. He discussed environmental issues. He also answered and explained again his use of that Southern phrase that has brought him national attention. We'll hear his comments on that later in the week. But today, WIFO-FM had a chance to ask a question, and we begin with that question. His frustration remains in the fact that Congress has left Washington, D.C. after years of promising to repeal and replace Obamacare. Nothing accomplished on that issue at this time. I asked Congressman Carter for his thoughts on that, stating that the analogy has been made that the Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the White House, and they at this point are the only team on the field and simply cannot score. Carter says he's been asked that question several times. He says despite the frustration, things are being accomplished in Washington, D.C. Here is the Congressman's response to our question.
Well, and that's a fair question, and I've been asked that question time and again. Okay, you promised us. You get the House, you get the Senate, you get the White House, and you're going to get something done. Keep in mind, in the United States Senate, their rules say that they have to have 60 votes. That's the regular order. Now, we have 52 Republican senators, or 52 supposedly Republican senators. Sometimes I wonder about some of them. Nevertheless, you have to have 60 votes. Now, we're using a process that you can use once a year only during the appropriations process. It's called reconciliation, and that's the exception. and you only have to have 51 votes in that process, and that's what we're trying to do with healthcare, is get those 51 votes using that reconciliation to get those 51 votes in the Senate. We did not get the 51 votes. We had 3 senators who voted against it to continue the discussion about health care. Those 3 senators decided that they didn't want to, that they decided evidently in their mind that what we have now is better than what we can have. I disagree totally with that. However, that's something they've got to back up and to tell us why they do that. But nevertheless, the problem lies in the Senate and the fact that they have to have 60 votes. That's the way our forefathers set up our government, for them to have 60 votes, for them to be the deliberative body, if you will. Now, I will question those 3 senators who voted against this. I don't know how they could have voted a year ago to repeal and replace Obamacare, yet now they don't want to vote for it. And now we got a president who will sign it. A year ago, we didn't have a president who would sign it. And they knew that, so they went ahead and voted against it, or voted for it. Now they're voting against it. That baffles me. I'm glad I don't have to explain that vote. But nevertheless, that's their right to explain that vote. Yeah, we've tripped over we've stumbled a little bit over the issues, particularly health care. There are a lot of people who have asked us, why did y'all start off with health care? Why didn't you start off with tax reform or something? Get the president a legislative win, and then let's see what we can do. Well, we got to do something about health care. Obamacare is imploding. The Affordable Care Act, as we know it right now, is about to go belly up. There's no question about it. We had, earlier this week, we had Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, to announce that they were pulling out of all the counties in Georgia except the ones that didn't have a provider in it. Thank goodness they didn't do that. Now, I don't know, I wasn't privy to that discussion between them and the insurance commissioner, Ralph Hudgens, but from what I understand, he told them, if you pull out of the markets, you can't get back in for the next 5 years. And I think that got their attention, so they didn't pull out of those markets. Nevertheless, whatever the reason was, they didn't pull out of those markets. But right now in the state of Georgia, and let's not even talk about the state of Georgia, let's talk about the 1st Congressional District. 17 counties in our district. 16 of those counties. Guess how many options you have on the exchange? 1. That's not a choice. Only in Chatham County do you have more than 1 insurance company participating on the exchange. Now that's not a choice. When you only have 1 to choose from, I wish I was the only drugstore in town. And man, I could charge whatever I wanted to charge. That's not what competition's about. Yes, we have stumbled over the big issues, but I would submit to you that we have done some good things. If you look at what the president has achieved so far, we've had a Supreme Court nomination and an appointment. That was a good thing. We've had a number of, look at what's going on with the economy. Right now, we've got the lowest unemployment rate that we've had in over 16 years, the highest consumer confidence rate we've had over 16 years. Look what's going on with the stock market, over 22,000. The economy's humming. And we've got some big issues coming up, and we'll see what happens with that, with tax reform and infrastructure. All of those things are very important. So yeah, it's been a tough first 7 months. But then again, I think we've done some pretty good things as well, especially in the House. And remember, I'm in the House. I'm not in the Senate right now.
Thank you. Those comments, the 1st District Congressman Buddy Carter. Again, the town hall meeting lasted a little over an hour. We've got many more comments on many topics this week here on the local news. City of Jessup Mayor David Earl Keith on hand at the town hall meeting. Wanted to thank the Congressman in person, in his office, and for all their assistance after the hurricane and to assist in reimbursing funds that were much needed for the City of Jessup. Mayor personally wanted to thank the Congressman and staff for that support that they displayed in the aftermath of the storm. And we'll have more from Buddy Carter all this week. We'll be back with more news after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
It's a new and better way to buy. It's live market pricing at Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Cherry Street. We constantly monitor auto websites to offer the most aggressive market prices. The low market price is our live market price. That's why we're the home of the no-hassle deal. Save time, save money, and know for sure that Nesmith's live market prices are the lowest possible price that we can offer.
Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
When further treatment is no longer an option, Hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday for a work session. Under personnel, only one recommendation approved after an executive session. Classified recommendation, Jennifer struck off at Martha Ross Smith Elementary. Where other school systems are closing on August 21st due to the solar eclipse, the Wayne County Board of Education announced last night that the school systems here in Wayne County will have extended days on August 21st for an educational experience for the solar eclipse. And a special thanks to Dr. Kreslin Odom of 007 Eye Girls, as they are providing compliant Eclipse Eye sunglasses for all students and teachers and employees of the Wayne County school systems for that day and that educational experience. They state they'll have more details to be provided by the school system as the date nears again is set for August 21st. Again, other school systems are closing for that day. Savannah Chatham Public School System has canceled all classes for Monday, August 21st due to the solar eclipse. Effingham County has done the same. The school superintendent in Chatham County, Dr. Ann Levitt, says student safety remains our guiding factor as we consider all conditions surrounding this event. After reviewing various options and carefully weighing in the pros and cons of each, it's been determined that school closure for students is the most responsible option. She says, we also recognize the historical significance of the event for our country. The days leading up to the eclipse will present wonderful learning activities for our students, which will also feature safety information regarding the dangers of looking at the sun during this occurrence. And the eclipse expected to be in this area on that date around 1:15, reaches its maximum of 2:45 before ending at 4:09. But again, the Wayne County Board of Education, Dr. Prince, announcing that the school system here in Wayne County will remain open. They're going to use it as an educational experience for the students and teachers. And again, 007 Eye Girls providing the sunglasses for the occasion. The Leadership Wayne class will be hosting a mixer for the upcoming class of 2018 with all alumni and leadership of Wayne invited. That takes place tomorrow night at the Historic Strand Cinema at 169 West Cherry Street in downtown Jessup. They said it's an opportunity to catch up with your classmates, greet the new class, and hear about upcoming events planned for 2018. This year's Leadership Wayne class consists of Reggie Burgess, Sharon Corson, Larissa Finn, Chris Hamilton, Amanda Hanna, Kelly Lamb, Shauna Mattingly, Carly McDonald, Ray Moore, Stacy Nobles, Kelly Shanklin, Stanley Todd, Alan Volske, Felicia Williams, and Jacob Weaver. Again, if you need more information on the program, tomorrow night call the Chamber at 427-2028. Also tomorrow morning, the Chamber from 8 to 9:30 hosting a membership orientation presented by Rainier Advanced Materials. It will take place at the Chamber office at 261 West Plum Street. Presentation includes member privileges and discounts, your unique member webpage, member affiliation, business education programming, annual events. And the orientation is beneficial to future members of the Chamber, new members of the Chamber, and long-standing members. They state they guarantee you'll learn something you didn't know about the Chamber of Commerce. Again, that's set for tomorrow morning at the Chamber office located at 261 West Plum Street from 8 to 9:30 a.m. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
It's a new and better way to buy. It's live market pricing at Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Cherry Street. We constantly monitor auto websites to offer the most aggressive market prices. The low market price is our live market price. That's why we're the home of the no-hassle deal. Save time, save money, and know for sure that Nesmith's live market prices are the lowest possible price that we can offer.
Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
Advance Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jessup is your one-stop health shop for most all your healthcare needs. They offer same-day appointments, and walk-ins are welcome for medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, and massage therapy care for immediate treatment and pain relief for injuries and illnesses of all conditions. Advance Healthcare specializes in the treatment of spinal and joint pains, headaches, neurological and muscle conditions, and family medical needs. Advance Healthcare accepts and files most major insurance plans. accepts motor vehicle and workman's comp cases. And they make self-pay plans affordable for everyone so you can get the care you need right away. Call or walk into Advanced Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jessup or visit their website at ahc4health.com to explore the many ways they can quickly serve you. Advanced Healthcare Center, serving the Wayne County area for over 27 years. Feel better today.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jessup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jessup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
Final notes and news. The river is waiting. It's time to get ready to fish in the Wayne County Board of Tourism's 12th Annual Grand Slam Fishing Tournament, set for the weekend of August 18th and 19th. Tournament begins Friday at 6, continues until Saturday at 6. Weigh-in and tournament headquarters once again at JC Fairgrounds at JC Landing. Those fishing in the tournament can put in anywhere on the Altamont River, fish anywhere they have legal permission to do so, but they must be in line and weigh in at the JC Fairgrounds by 6 p.m. Saturday. This year's event, returning to its roots to win the Grand Slam prize, the boat must have the heaviest weigh-in in one of each of 3 species: catfish, mudfish, and gar. First place will also be paid for heaviest weight in each category. Tournament prizes will be determined by the number of entries into the event. Again, a couple other rule changes. Again, a change in the rules allows only 2 bush hooks per boat, with the hooks clearly tagged and removed prior to weigh-in. Entry fee for the event, $50 per fisherman with a minimum of at least 2 fishing in a boat. Registration forms can be picked up at the Tourism Board's office at the depot or at Scriven and Odom City Halls. Online registration also available through active.com. Need more info, call the board office at 427-3233. Pine Forest Country Club having a summer social open to the public Friday, August 18th. Come dance with the local band Second Chance. Ticket prices for members $20, non-members $25. You must be 21 to enter. Have any questions or need a ticket, call the Country Club at 427-4625. A new industry coming to Wayne County, having a job fair. American Industries job fair set for Wednesday, August 16th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Coastal Pines Technical College at the Polytech Building. Again, it's sponsored by Job Training Unlimited, open to all job seekers. Again, available positions: milling and paving crew laborers and operators, loader operator, quality control technician, CDL tandem and tractor, sweeper operator, and skid steer operators. Again, the starting pay $10 to $20 per hour. Need more information, call Shanda Curitan at 912-739-7158. Can I ask you please bring your resume? And it takes place Wednesday, August 16th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Coastal Pines Technical College. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
Paul Thigpen is playing to win.
Them PTC deals are hitting the competition so hard, we got them boys fumbling their customers.
With savings like 17% off or 0% financing on all Silverado LT.